Okay, it says we're live. Hello, hello. We are live. I am Ellie Walsh. We're here with the Team Transform, and we have a special guest today. So before we get in there and introduce him, I'm Ellie Walsh in upstate New York. We've got Terry. Terry, say hi to us. Tell us where you are.
Hey everyone. Yeah, I'm over in Australia. 3 kids living near the rainforest, and just stoked for today.
Great, excellent. Sydney's here with us, but I don't think she can talk right now. She's usually traveling, so she's listening. And we've got Carol here. Carol is way over here, the other end of the house.
Hi, I'm Carol Mikowski, upstate New York also. And I'm so pleased and happy to have with us today Brian Couch. And I was thinking back, Brian, the first time I met you was in Miami a year ago, January, at a luncheon. And I had heard of you at that time because I was pretty new. And I'd heard your name, and I was asking Ellie, who is this guy, Brian? I said, what's his last name? And you told me couch, like the sofa. So I know you were a rising star at that point, and since then your business has just exploded, and your point of focus seems to be video. So that said, I'm wondering if you want to take a minute or two and tell us a little bit about yourself and how it is that you happen to choose video and wherever you'd like to go from there.
Sure. Well, thank you very much for the wonderful introduction, and it's always nice to talk to you guys again, and it's great meeting you, Terry. Friday morning in near a jungle in Australia sounds incredible. I'm a bit jealous, and I'd love to talk to you soon here, Sydney. But a bit about me. I went to Texas A&M University, and I graduated. I got a degree, and I went out and I got a job, and I realized that I needed to do something different. I didn't really like the mundane, staring at the copier, scanning things, and messing with spreadsheets all day long. And so I started doing other things, and I suppose, one of those things, that path, it led me into network marketing. And so I never really had too much success with that, but that was the route that I saw, the only way that I could, make money without a boss, legally. And so I was like, well, let's do this, right? It seems like a good way to go. It makes sense, my uncle had some great success with the product, with his health, and I was like, that's a really inspirational story. Maybe I can go take this to people, and I can talk to people, and I can show them how this product has helped his health and what it's done for me, and take that and turn that around into a big business. And I saw that as a young kid right out of college. I'm like, this is way better than this 40-year plan that I was pitched. That I can't wait to do it. And I kind of fell flat on my face. I talked to a couple of people, and it didn't really work that way. So I was looking for another way to build that business, looking for another way to build that one online. And that's kind of where I came across this community. And so when I got started, I just kind of dipped my toe in the water and then started learning more and more and more. And next thing I know, I realized how real it was, and I actually came to believe that success was possible for me. I'm going to turn this light on here for me. Not sure how much that did, but whatever. But yeah, so I thought that was going on, and I had some small successes, and then I had some setbacks, right? Like I actually got a blog that I didn't know anything about. I had never blogged before. I never really enjoyed writing before at all. And I started blogging on that, and I actually got to about 2,500 people a day. And I was absolutely blown away. I was like, this is the easiest thing ever. This is just so cool. Like, this is more people than I meet in a month, or even that I see in like a week walking around, through the streets and going to stores and movies and whatever, and they're actually seeing what I've written. Like, this is really, really, really cool. And then I was doing some things with what we call SEO, and I was kind of trying to trick Google into bringing me to the top to give me more people, because I was like, 2,500 is cool, but I want a lot more. And then Google just kind of changed their algorithm. They switched it all up on me, and I just lost all of that overnight. Everything that I had going on with that was just completely gone. But success leaves clues. I saw that what was working now was videos. I was like, well, you know what? Google owns YouTube. YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world. Maybe I should create some content for YouTube and put it right there where my blog used to be. And so I started doing that. And that kind of took me to where, I guess, where we met in January in Miami. And I met with a couple other people. I met, Joe Chance, and I met some other great entrepreneurs that I started building business with. And from there, it kind of take off, right? I started to see more and more money coming in. I started to have, a couple $1,000 days, and, income disclaimer, nothing I'm saying is going to, mean that you can absolutely do the same thing. Just by listening to what I say, you kind of got to do a couple others, right? You gotta take some action, learn on your own, and you actually had to work, which was something that I didn't quite realize at first. But anyway, back to my story. I started doing that, and I realized that there's a lot of videos there. I'm not very great at video. I feel kind of uncomfortable in my skin when I point a camera at me, which sounds odd, like hearing me now, but at the time it wasn't. And so the way that I did it was actually something that I kind of shared with you, Carol, which was just go shithouse on it, just go nuts and just make a ton of these things until it would be ridiculous for my body to continue to feel nervous if I'm just slamming out that many of them. Like, there's no way I could be nervous for that many hours a day. So I just lost all those nerves, and I felt completely comfortable and began to build a business that way. In fact, I actually started to make these sorts of videos and then send them off to somebody else to write the blog post, so I didn't have to write it anymore. But that just my own personal story. Now, one quick question. We didn't really go over this too much beforehand, and I meant to ask you guys, Carol or Ellie, is this more of a, would you like me to go more into training on how I do this for your team and your members, or is this more for maybe prospects or people in other businesses, or kind of, I like a little bit of guidance. I know we don't have a ton of time here.
Yeah.
Who am I speaking?
I'd be interested to hear what you have to say for our team here. And that would be primarily my interest. We have some people who are a little camera shy, and as you broke me a bit by making me do 50 videos in a week, or you threatened not to talk to me again. So, and also how they might best get their videos out there to be seen, because last week Sue did a beautiful training on how to set up the video and the mechanics of it, and getting us going with it, what kind of equipment we needed and what have you. So I thought this would be a perfect follow-up to that.
Okay, awesome. Well, yeah, I could definitely do that. So one of the things that I really do when it comes down to making videos is, before I even make the videos, I have a purpose, right? I have an intention. I have a reason why I'm doing it. I'm not just doing it because, I committed to a challenge and I have to do something today. I'm doing it for a specific reason. I've got leads and sales in mind when I'm making my video. And so for me, what that means is I do it through SEO. I mentioned earlier with my blog, that's where all that came from. I learned all that from Lawrence through the Team Project Mayhem site and through the 15K formula. If you don't own that, you can definitely upgrade. And in fact, it even comes with a bonus. Right now, you'll be buying the team building formula. Absolutely incredible product. But as a bonus, you get the 15K formula, which is where I learned a lot of my SEO stuff.
Brian,
so anyway,
Brian, let me interrupt you for one moment here. I'm sorry. I should have answered that a little bit differently when you asked before, because we do have some folks watching as well. So maybe if you could kind of go both ways with your presentation, that would be perfect.
Absolutely. So at the end of the day, the reason I'm making these videos is to build my business. It's to make sales, okay? And so I have a specific market in my mind. I have a specific target person that I'm talking to in my videos. And with that comes, what do I know about them? What I know about them, and the way that I know that is through keyword research. So if somebody was looking for, how to blank, and I knew through my keyword research tools, which is the Google Keyword Planner, that 1,000 people a month are looking for how to blank, then I can make a video. I can title it how to whatever that is, right? How to make money online, how to blog, how to travel the world and live free, without a boss. Whatever the case may be, I know exactly who I'm targeting. So immediately, right off the bat, I let them know you're on the right place. Most of them come from Google search, right? If you're doing videos for Facebook, Obviously, for your friends, it would be a little bit different with your introduction, but I'm doing it for Google search. So people are looking for how to make money online. And they see me, and right away I'm like, hey, what's going on, guys? You're looking around for how to make money online. And so I would let them know, hey, you're on the right place. There's no reason to click back and go to the next video. I've got your answer right here. And at that point, I would go into some sort of story, basically letting them know that I know what I'm talking about, and that if they continue to watch it, they're going to get the solution. And ultimately, the solution is that my product or service, right? So whatever it is that you're selling, think about who is your target audience, who is buying what you're selling, who wants your product or your service more than anything, whether that is, you know, a weight loss product or legal services or a blogging product or, you know, to live the dream, to not have a boss, to make money, to spend time with their family. Whatever that is, and you gather that knowledge from the keyword that you're targeting, that's who you're specifically talking to. And that's who I'm going to be telling a personal story about that makes sense to them. I hope that was kind of clear.
Can I jump in here
I
and
have
ask a question, Brian?
Yeah, please.
Can I just, as you talk about, you know, sharing a story that, you know, really just illustrates people are in the right place and you know what you're talking about. Like, how much do you go into your story then? Like, you know, like just trying to get a sense of, you know, how much time do you spend on your story at the beginning there before you actually deliver the content that you're going to share? Just, yeah, I'm just interested in that little snippet
so
there, if you can elaborate.
Absolutely. It depends on the length, and I don't know why my phone chose right now to blow up. First few text messages I've even gotten today. But it depends on the medium, right? So for these videos that I'm talking about, I want to keep it real short. For this hangout, you know, I know this is going to be 30 minutes or so. I can go into a little bit more in depth. I can build a little bit more rapport. I can make a little bit more sense and let people know that I have what they want better. For these videos, though, like if I was going to do one, well, I mean, if you gave me a keyword, I could rattle something off real quick. Any of you guys doing some keyword research on videos that you're targeting, or videos that you're going to create? Anybody on the panel? No? Yeah, Terry?
Yeah. Well, songwriting's one of them. I don't know if you would do it, but you know, like, yeah, I'm a singer-songwriter, so I'm also doing, yeah, been looking into creating videos about how to write, you know, songwriting tips and, you know, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's a keyword you can kind of like run with in this example, but it's just what came to mind.
So here, how about this? Let's say that I'm a singer-songwriter and I'm looking to build Empower Network, and so I'd love to target other people that are singer-songwriters and show them how they can take their art, their songs and their writing and, you know, their music, and get a larger audience for it. Okay, so from there I would say, hey, you guys are looking around on the internet for, you know, how to get more people to listen to your music, or more people to, you know, we'll go with that, more people to listen to your music. You know, my name's Terry, and I'm in Australia by the rainforest, and I just absolutely love my music, but I realized that not enough people were hearing it. I needed to get more people to listen to it. And so right there I'm kind of identifying the problem as my problem, but I know that it's their problem too. And then from there I'd say, you know, so I was looking around on the internet one day and I came across a video that showed me how I could get thousands of people to actually see my content, to listen to what I hear, to my songs, right? And then from there I would say, from what that's basically saying is that, you know, you're watching a video, you came across it on the internet just like I did, and you're now seeing how this is possible for you just like it was for me. And I'd say, you know, what I found was an amazing community, you know, a group of people who are all about getting mass exposure, learning how to get, you know, thousands of people on autopilot from the internet to find whatever it is you're talking about. And I saw this as an opportunity that I could just grab a hold of, and I could say, you know, this is how I could find my group of people that would absolutely love to listen to my music, and then they would spread it from their friends. And I just got started right away. And from there, I would transition into the results that I got, the benefit that they're looking for. If you can get real specific on that, you know, I followed a little bit of one training, maybe on how to write a blog post and how to get more traffic to it, or how to make videos and use video marketing and get more leads to your video. I wouldn't get into specifics on what the training is, right, because that doesn't make any sense to a singer-songwriter. But I'd say I'd follow like one specific thing they taught me, and I got 900 people to listen to, you know, my thing on SoundCloud. I got 900 views on SoundCloud, where before I'd never gotten more than maybe 11. or something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Awesome,
great.
awesome. And from there,
That's really helpful.
I would transition to call to action. Always got to have a call to action.
Yeah.
And the way that I do mine is I tell them what they're going to get, what to expect after they click on it. Like you're going to see a capture page, a place where you can put your email address in, what they're going to get after they put their email address in, and then I directly tell them to do that. To click on it right now, put your email address in, and take great notes, because what you're going to see is going to completely change your singer-songwriter career just like it has for me. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. And it's just
Awesome.
beautiful how you weave your own story in. I just love it because it makes it so personal and so connectable too. And it's that's what I love about this community, is that we're all sharing such diverse passions, and the system and the tools it will benefit you no matter what message you're trying to get out. So. But that's really helped me clarify just sort of a bit of, the flow of how to do that more specifically. Thanks, Brian. It's great.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I was actually watching, when I was in New York last weekend, I was trying to go see a comedian, Joe Mackey, and he was like on Last Comic Standing, and while I was there, actually, he didn't show up, but I went to the Comedy Cellar, which is where my favorite comedian, Louis C.K., does his little stand-up in his show, Louis. But anyway, while I was there, Chris Rock showed up, and that was incredible, and that's for a whole nother story. But what Joe Mackey said about something is, he's like, well, you know what's amazing today about the internet and our reach is that I don't have to go on stage and tell jokes to the specific audience that's in the bar, right? I don't have to worry about, are these corporate people that, need this, or are these, maybe hippie people that want this kind of joke. I just go out there and I be myself, and my audience finds me. And while it's true on a comedy stage, it's a million times more true on the internet. You tell your story about what has helped you, why you decided that this was a great product to buy, why you decided that this was a great thing to get all in with, and the people on the internet who can connect with you and relate with you and your story will absolutely, they'll like it for the same reasons you liked it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, awesome. So from here, now that I've kind of covered a bit about, I'll rewind a little bit. So keyword research, right? That's super, super important for a couple of reasons. Number one, that's where all the organic, autopilot, passive, leveraged, sales and traffic and leads all come from, right? I mean, people are on the internet, they have a problem, just like if you want to find the solution to anything, right? You want to know the lyrics to a song or the definition of a word, you go to the internet to get a solution. Well, if I have the keyword, if I know exactly what people are typing into that little bar, then I know what they're looking for. And if I have the solution and my product is that, I just need to build a bridge, right? I need to build a relationship with them and show them how this has helped me when I was in their exact same problem, in their exact same situation, and I build that little bridge. And so when they see that video, they know that this is where this is going to have the answer. If they relate with me, obviously, right? If other people just hate white people, then they're just going to back out immediately, right? So whatever the case may be, if they like me, then they're gonna jive with my message, and it's all going to make sense to them. And I'm going to tell my story in a way that shows them that their problem can be solved the same way. So they're searching for a keyword. They come across it. I say, hey, this is what you're looking for. I've got it. I put my whole video across through that way. And then when I upload it, I make sure to use that keyword in the title, use it in the description, and use it in the tags. And then I find related keywords kind of similar to it. So I know that I'm talking a million miles an hour, because usually this is kind of a topic that I can scratch the tip of the iceberg with on an hour training. So I'm really hoping that this is super impactful and you guys are getting good notes. But if there was, Karen? Yeah?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I got a page full of notes here already.
All right. Awesome. Another really good way to go about things would be if, let's say, so that's one specific type of video. Okay, you've got a keyword, you know that you have the solution for them, you have a solution that you're trying to sell, a product or service that's a solution to a problem, and you figure out what are all the different ways that somebody would go to the internet and they would be interested in what I have to offer. Okay, then you use that keyword to build out the video. Another reason for a video would be if you're doing it for Facebook. You've got your friends, your audience, or your fan page. You know what they like, and you can meet them right where they're at, because that's super important, right? You're not just talking about some random crap. You're meeting them where you're at, and you're taking them to where they want to be, which is also where you want to be. Otherwise, you wouldn't be making a video. If it wasn't a win-win, there's no reason to do it, because it's not going to work long if it does work, and it's not going to work for you if it's not a win for you. So that would be another one. Another type of video that I make would be one specifically for my list. I want to give my list value. I treat my list like my best friend. I want to give them everything that I can and help them out the most as possible, and at the same time indirectly sell something. At the end of every single training where I'm helping them, I'm giving them what they're looking for. At the end, I just add on a little bit of a quick, basically a headline to a capture page or something. Click on the link below to get this, which is something related to the video training that I did. So that's some more stuff that I did. A lot of people watching this, if you've never done any videos, this is probably super complex. And so what I could say for you guys would be dig into the training. If you're not in, just get in. There's probably a link that you can figure out how to join, and you can go through the training. You can listen to Inner Circle audios, and that's going to give you what you need to be able to talk like this, to be able to put together these videos in the way that I'm saying, to where none of this seems overwhelming. The other thing you could do is you could reach out to me on Facebook, and I'll hold you super accountable like I did Carol, who I never would have stopped talking to forever. I just threatened to unfriend you from Facebook. It was way calmer, and I thought it was kind of hilarious too. Like, we're not Facebook friends anymore because you didn't complete the challenge. But yeah, if you want to take the same challenge, reach out to me on Facebook. I think I might have my little thing right here, facebook.com/BrianCouch85, and I will publicly challenge you and hold you to your word that you'll do this. And for Carol, if you can give us a quick testimony, what did you think before that and after that? How were your skills? How was your confidence level? What worries did you have going in, and what did you think afterward?
Yeah, I used to get all mixed up beforehand when I stood before a camera like that. It wasn't that I was afraid of being in the camera. It was that, I don't know, I think it's because it was inanimate. There's like nobody there to talk to. So after doing it 50 times, and you extended me a little bit because I was traveling, so I think you gave me a week to do it. I don't remember exactly how many days, but I got those 50 in, and at the end, it did make a difference. I can switch on the camera now and say what I want to say. It might take 2 times now instead of 5 or 6, but it made a big difference, Brian, and I much appreciated that. I thank you.
Well, hey, as you continue to go, you'll see that just like I do, it's pretty much one take every single time.
Yeah.
And that's and if I could recommend something, I don't even know if this is still for sale or what, but a lot of people who have been in Empower Network for some time, I did learn a lot from, Video Module 4 in the 15K formula. Definitely, I mean, that's 3 hours by David Wood, who has done this way better than I've done it. Learned a lot from that. And then the, what's it called? The Viral Blogging Academy. Viral Blogging Academy. David Sharp has one on there, and he talks about different ways to sell stuff. Absolutely incredible. Talks about different ways to structure stories. That completely changed. When I went through that, I changed my approach to everything to more like what I'm talking about now. So if you like that story, especially you, Terry, dig into that product. David Sharp, I think it was Module 3. Not positive, but that whole product is incredible. But that changed the way my structure was going about this kind of stuff.
Excellent. Excellent.
We have somebody asking a question on the page over there, and they want to know what Brian's YouTube channel is. Is it just Brian Couch they want to know?
Oh, so I didn't even actually get to that story, and here's a quick warning for you guys. On my channel, I did some specific network marketing company targeting. So I made videos to help network marketers, telling them, hey, look, I used to be a network marketer in this juice company, and I found this other way to build it online because they just wanted me to hassle my friends and family. And it's like my friends and family just got out of college. They're not trying to start businesses. They're excited about these jobs that they're trying to struggle to get. But anyway, so I made videos about that, and my channel actually, it got to like 700,000 views. And there were just enough of those network marketing videos on there that people and the haters actually got that channel shut down. So that one right there that was bringing me in tons of autopilot sales all the time, it's completely gone forever. So as for how you can find me, I just do a YouTube search, Brian Couch. I've got now at this point, a lot of them are not, they don't have my name attached to them, because the way that I do it now, when if I'm doing anything to do with any other network marketing company, okay, outside of that you're golden. But if you're targeting a specific network marketing company and making a video to help them and then also sell them something, I would do exactly, this is the way that I do it now, which is like John Penberthy does it, which is one channel with one video. So if they shut down that video, they don't shut down your entire channel. You know, you don't lose everything like I did overnight. So yeah, one channel per video. If you're looking for my videos though, just Google Brian Couch or YouTube search Brian Couch. I've got a couple of channels that I put on. I put videos on there that aren't really specific to one network marketing company, and those are probably the best ones to watch anyway.
Cool.
I don't actually see this chat that you guys have, so you guys will have to let me know if people ask questions.
Yeah, you won't be able to see it. Is there anything else there, Ellie?
No, not right now. I'll let you know. I'm watching the page.
Okay.
I got a question. With your call to action, do you generally send people just straight to a capture page or straight to your blog, or I mean, does it vary? And whether from that capture page directly from that capture page directly to a sales page, or more directly to something you've created, like a 3-part webinar or something that's more a bridge thing, or whether you go straight to.
Yeah. So to answer your question, it goes back to how I start every video. If I have a keyword in mind and I know that somebody is searching from the internet for this keyword and they're going to find my video, it's kind of just like, put yourself in their shoes. What would be, you don't want to, you want to basically just create a path down a mountain where they can like luge down it without any trees in the way. You don't want to put up any blocks. You want to make this a seamless transition so they don't even notice it's happening. Okay? They're looking for a solution to something. They watch a video. They're intrigued. They absolutely love you. You're giving them all the right things. Things are firing off in their head. It's making sense. They're learning stuff. Maybe they're giggling or whatever. And then you say, hey, below the video I've got a link. You can click on it. It's going to take you to a page. Put your email address in where you learn more. As soon as you put that email address in, another video is going to pop up, and that's going to teach you exactly this, this, and this. So right now, click on that link below. Put your email address in. I'll see you on the other side, or whatever. So for that instance, the videos that I was talking about, where I'm targeting a specific problem that I know I have the solution to, right away, boom, capture page to sales video with a follow-up email series. If I'm doing something where I'm sending them to my leads, no reason to send my leads to a capture page. Usually I'll send them right to another pre-sale video that goes to the sales page, or just directly to the sales page after the video. So it really does depend on my audience, what step they want to take. If it's on Facebook, maybe my call to action is to like and share this. Maybe on YouTube, my call to action is to, hey, I hope you guys just have an absolutely wonderful day. If this isn't enough, I've got hundreds of other videos on this channel. Check those out right now. Or subscribe to my channel, or whatever the case may be. It depends on your intention, what you're trying to achieve with the video in the beginning. So sometimes, yeah, absolutely. If I know that this person doesn't know that much about me, they've watched one little 3-minute video, and then I send them to a capture page. Maybe they're not really ready to buy from me yet, so that capture page is going to send them to a bridge video. Bridge video is going to say, hey, look, that's awesome. 90% of people don't get as far as you are. Congratulations on making it this far. Here's a little bit more about what it's done for me. Here's a little bit more about what to expect. It's called the pre-frame or the pre-sell. As humans, we can only really consciously focus on like 5 to 7 or 9 bits of information at once. And so when you pre-frame something, if you pre-sell something, basically what you're doing is you're directing their focus. You're letting them know, here's the important things to think about, and all the other stuff just kind of goes by the wayside. If you're talking to somebody and they're kind of, if you get a lot of objections like the scam objection or something, if somebody's like, whoa, is this some kind of scam? Maybe you need to put a pre-sell in there where you start talking about, hey, when I first found this thing, I didn't realize that you could make a lot of money on the internet. I didn't realize that this was actually possible, and believe that there are hundreds of thousands of people that are doing this every single day. And ultimately, even once I believed that, I didn't really believe it was possible for me until I realized that, this isn't a scam. It's worth giving it a try. And so I just kind of dove in, and when I actually got to an event, and I saw hundreds of thousands of other people, or really just thousands and thousands of people, and when they did the commission countdown, and 95% of the room stood on their feet saying they had made money, I realized right then and there that this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So with that being said, if you're looking for something different, if you're looking for a way out, if you're looking for time to spend with your family, or if that's the solution I'm selling, obviously, then click on the link below right now. That's going to take you to a video. You're going to see it's the exact same one that I saw that made me say, you know what, I'm ready to get started. And so with that, I've pre-framed them saying like, oh, well, look, I was just like you. I was skeptical in the beginning, and then I saw all this proof just like you're about to see, and then I saw this video and I signed up just like you're about to do. And so it kind of sets their mind on what to focus on going into the video instead of just like, I don't really know about this. I'm going to put a junk email address in and we'll see what they say in the beginning. Kind of deal. Does that make sense? Conversions that way as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Who else has questions here? Anybody? Ellie, do you have questions?
No, I'm afraid to talk to him because he might want me to do a challenge.
How about you, Sue?
No, I'm good, but I just want to say thank you, Brian, for coming. That was awesome. Really appreciate it. Yeah, really good.
Terry?
Your room looks amazing. Is that a studio?
Oh,
Yeah, it's painted purple. My boyfriend's a painter, so I got him to do me up a nice purple room. Yeah, it's just my office, but it's where I do my videos.
You could do like green or purple screen videos.
Purple screen. Totally.
Terry,
awesome.
did you have anything else?
No, that's good. I've asked a bunch. Yeah, that's
Okay.
great. Thank you.
I think, Brian, you know, one of the biggest things he just talked about is know what you want from that video, so that you know call to action. Because I would do that up and down and all around. You know, then I'd realize I'm at the end of the video. Oh crap! I got to tell them what to do. I don't know what I'm telling them. And I do a lot of Facebook videos now, and so my call to action with that most of the time is like and comment and share it. You know, but to realize what's my call to action, and then get that video going. We don't realize how important that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have just a printed out list of, well, that's not it, that's tax documents, but a printed out list of keywords. And I actually, back when I had my job, this was my routine. I did all this keyword research, and I said, okay, these are the videos I'm going to make. And when I go to make them, you know, I just had a couple of things in mind. So in the morning, I would listen to an Inner Circle audio. During lunch, I'd finish that Inner Circle audio. And then on the way home, in my car, I'd pull out my camera, and, you know, I got my little list, and I read a little, and then I pull out my camera and talk on it, and just talk to the camera. Hopefully you guys can do that safely. But, you know, I had to compress time. I didn't have all the time in the day to be making these videos a lot. But the car ride home, I turned my car into just like a place where I learned a lot and a place where I produced as well. And so what I knew going into every single video was I knew the keyword, so I knew what the person was looking for, the reason why they were even watching that video in the first place, and then I knew the call to action. I knew what I wanted that person to do after I delivered the message. And then sometimes, depending on what that keyword was, I had to know a couple of extra things, like you know, maybe a story that I wanted to tell, or something like that. A story, somehow that this relates to me, or whatever. Otherwise, I just went with my generic story, kind of like what I did in the beginning. I went to Texas A&M University. I got my degree. I absolutely hated that world, and realized that I needed to be free. I needed to be traveling around and going to New York on the weekends and making money that way. Autopilot sales come in like it did today from a video that's just out there working for me 24/7. To bring it all back around, when I started that network marketing company, you know, I was going out and talking to people face to face, and then I realized, you know, this is like the same presentation. You know, that I'm just giving the same presentation over and over again. Why not make a video and then just get people to watch the presentation? Way less effort, way less energy, especially since with traditional network marketing, absolutely the majority of the time they weren't joining anyway. So I was spending most of my time talking to prospects, talking to people who didn't even join, which I would consider a waste of time. Whereas now, it's a little bit more like I'll talk to a couple of people that are really, really primed and ready, but for the most part, I'm just having conversations with people who already watched enough and made the decision to join, and they want this. And so it's a completely different conversation.
Great, great. Brian, I want to thank you so much for taking your time out from your busy day and joining us. Fantastic information. Like I said, I have pages of notes here. And Ellie kind of brought it all together. You kind of work backwards, I think, and that brings it all together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
it makes way more sense for your viewer, and it makes it easier for you.
right. Appreciate so much you taking the time to join us, and it was great to see you, and look forward to seeing you in Nashville, if not before.
Yeah.
Hey, I look forward to seeing everyone watching this that's listening to me right now. I'm gonna shake your hand. So come up and meet me in Nashville. You know, if you don't have your ticket, just get it real quick before they raise the price, and we'll make a video together. I mean, that's my promise to you. If you're watching this video, you're thinking that maybe I want to start making videos that take me 6 minutes to make and could go out there and make money in my business for the rest of my life. Maybe you need to reach out to me on Facebook, take the challenge, get past that fear in the next 72 hours so that you're no longer afraid of making videos and you know exactly how to do them in an instant. And then come shake my hand in Nashville and say, hey, I saw you on Ellie and Carol's Hangout, and I'd like to make a video with you. And I will absolutely 100% make a video with everyone here watching this right now. That's my guarantee.
Very, very good.
Awesome.
Thank you so
All right.
much, Brian.
Hey,
You're welcome.
we're
Get on
getting
here,
ready
you guys.
to wrap this up. There's no more questions over on that page, right, Terry? You were over there? All right. All right. So here we are, Team Transform, Brian Couch. It's always an honor. Don't give me any more of those things, those challenges. I'm okay on video. That's why he didn't go after me. He knows I do video. So I'm okay on the video. Great information. And what we get to do now, for those of you that are watching, we're going to shut down here because we get to mastermind together. That's the other benefit of being in a business like this, right? That we have a team and we get to brainstorm. We get to pick, and we even get to pick Brian's brain. So if that's what you're looking for, like Brian has been talking about, there is a button down there. Click the button. Go ahead and get started. Join us here. Come mastermind and come do videos with Brian Couch in Nashville. I'm liking that idea. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for coming.